Deanna Adler weighed 285 pounds, and after years of failed diets, this local mom had lost all hope she'd ever be able to lose weight on her own. Deanna's doctors agreed, recommended gastric bypass surgery. But after working more than a year to prep for the surgery, she had a change of heart. She decided to try one more time herself. This is Deanna today, after losing 125 pounds without surgery. And today, yes, she is going to share how she finally found that success. Okay, you ready to schedule the surgery? Well, what happened? Why not make the call?
Well, I was at my kitchen table, and I had my schedule in front of me and the phone in my hand, and I was just about ready to call and schedule the surgery. And I just had a moment where God spoke to me. And
literally, you heard a voice?
Yes, I did. And the message was that I couldn't go through with it. And at first it didn't make sense because I had tried everything else, you know, like everyone who struggles with weight. I had done all the diets, all the pills, I had yo-yoed for so many years, so it didn't make sense that I would throw 13 months of qualifying for the surgery away. But the message was strong and clear and firm that I couldn't do it. So I had to take a look at, then what do I do?
Oh, I'm just curious, and I'm looking at these pictures. What do you think when you see yourself, when we put up these pictures of yourself? That it doesn't. I'm looking at you today. It looks like a totally different person when we look at those pictures.
It is a totally different person. I am not that person anymore, and I recognize that that was me, but I've changed from the inside out. And because I've made those changes on the inside, my outside changed as well.
So you don't make the call. You're not going to get the surgery. You're going to give it your all. You say for what, 3 months? So
that's right.
What's the first step? I mean, you heard the voice. You said I'm not going to do this. So what's your first step? What do you do?
Well, we had a treadmill out in the garage.
So exercise.
Yes, exercise was big. So we had the treadmill out there. I had never really used it before.
Is it just sort of like mine? It has clothes on it.
Yeah, gathering dust.
Yeah,
There it was.
Yeah.
And my husband put a TV out there so I could watch a show while I was doing it. Because I figured if I was going to watch TV, I might as well do something worthwhile while I was doing it. So, and for 3 months, I told myself that I was going to do it no matter what.
Oh, don't lie to me. How tough were those 3 months?
They were very hard. At first, I was so big that physically I couldn't move very well. So I went out there and I walked very slowly, and my hips hurt, and my knees hurt, and I got blisters, and the blisters turned into open sores. But I told myself that I could do anything for 3 months, and that included working through those pains and to continue doing it.
You're almost getting choked up as you talk about it. I mean, what kept you going after 3 months and just kept you got the blisters, the sores, all this? What?
Well, because I told myself that no matter what it was, I could do it for that period of time and then reevaluate. And also what I realized is I didn't have to lose 125 pounds to start feeling good. I would start feeling good after 20 pounds and 50 pounds and 75 pounds. And so I didn't have to reach my goal to feel good. It happened sooner than that.
That's an interesting twist, that you set a goal, but you don't just have to reach it to start feeling success for yourself.
That's right.
Next comes diet. Okay, so you're exercising now. That's step one.
Yes.
Diet. What do you do?
Well, I knew that I was eating way too much, way too often. So I just took a look at that. I went online and Googled how many calories I was supposed to be eating a day, and I just started tracking my calories and low-fat options. And just made
sensible options, just whatever we say, vegetables and other things like that?
Yep, just made it a way of life and said no to the sweets, and that's what I did.
So you got the exercise, you got the diet, and then you said inside out. You changed counselors, right? Something changed?
Well, yeah, I had always heard that people carry weight for emotional reasons, and I didn't really believe that because I had a great family, a great job, a great childhood.
Love your husband, everything good?
Yeah, absolutely. So everything was great, but I was at a point where I really had to try anything, you know, to go back to the basics, and I had always heard people carry weight for emotional reasons, so I decided to check that out. So I went to the counselor, and sure enough, it didn't take me long to figure out what my emotional connection to food was. So it was definitely wrapped around self-esteem issues, control issues, that for so many years I tried to control food. I sent myself negative messages all the time, all the diets that...
So you're working yourself from the inside out, getting all that change at the same time, and then you decide to do a triathlon. You don't even know how to swim. You finish in the top 10% of the triathlon. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
What did that feel like when you finished that, when you got that top 10?
It was absolutely amazing because I never thought I could do it.
Oh, let's bring your husband in here. Hey, Vic. Your wife's here on our set, emotional. What change have you seen in your wife? What's the biggest change for you?
Probably her self-confidence and her willingness to never give up. I mean, it's just amazing to see her get up every day and get out there and get on that treadmill, even though she's tired and exhausted from the night before. It's just, she's so willing to get out there and give it her all, no matter what comes out. So it's just amazing.
Sounds like a proud husband. He's lost some weight too, right? You're helping others lose weight.
Yes, I have actually become a weight loss life coach, and I'm partnering with people who have this journey in front of them, because it is a journey. And so I just partner with them and walk them through it and help them have success.
Before we go, quick question. You did something that's a little scary. You had 2 children, you lost all the weight, and then you got pregnant again. Were you worried that you were going to gain all the way back?
Yes, I absolutely was, because in the beginning the doctors told me I couldn't do it on my own, and if I did, I would gain everything back. And so when I got pregnant, I was terrified that that was going to be the beginning of me gaining back all the weight and just going back to where I came. But what happened is, because I did the emotional work, the inside changed enough that it was permanent, and I took that weight off no problem.
Can anything you'd say to anybody watching this that may be in your situation?
That there's hope, that you're not stuck. I know that it seems like you've tried everything, but there's hope. The only limit to what's possible is what you choose to believe.
Very nice to meet you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.